Oh man, I just finished Aurora Burning, and I have to say, when does the last book, I think there's a trilogy, when does the last book come out? Because, I mean, I'm completely destroyed by the ending. It's like, I feel like crying, like screaming, like throwing the book away, but not because I love it. It's it's been an amazing book. I mean, I did love the first one, Aurora Rising, and I have to say that I really like Kristoff as an author. But when he writes with Amie Kaufman, they create amazing books. I think they're like this perfect amalgamation of qualities that they bring together into their books, and they are amazing. If you haven't read the first book, just don't see the review because it's going to be full of spoilers of the first book. It's not going to have any spoiler of Aurora Burning because I hate reviewers that put spoilers in the books. But yeah, I'm going to talk about things that happen in the first book, so you haven't read it. So yeah, okay. As you can see, that's the second book in the Aurora Cycle series, and I have to say that it's even better than the first one. I remember reading the first one, I just couldn't put it down, and the same thing has happened with this one. I have to say that this book, it's what I needed to read right now when I was reading it, and I don't know if you can see all the post-its that I put in, because there's a lot of passages, lots of talk, and lots of situations that resonated with me in a very profound way. And I love that when you're reading a book has the ability of bringing you to this amazing place, that has the ability to make you travel, and also it has the ability of talking back to you in some sort of way. So yeah, we are going to find our squad where we left them. Kat has been assimilated by the Raham, and Aurora is just trying to find what she's supposed to do, what are those abilities that she has, why she has been chosen, why everyone else has died in the ship that she was found, how she is supposed to control all these powers and abilities, and all of that. And we are going to find Tyler and Scarlet, Zilla, Cal, and Finian. They are all running because they are like prosecuted now because they're seen like bad people, bad guys, because they did something, and they're they're getting the blame for something that they didn't do. But the Gia wants to stop them, so they are labeled like the bad guys, like they're some kind of terrorists, so they are on the run. When we began the book, they are literally on the run, and we are going to find lots of situations in which the worst odds that can come to pass do come to pass. So they have to be juggling their survival with trying to find why Aurora is so special and how she can save the world. And they have all this knowledge upon their shoulders, and it's like, we have to save the world, we have to be united. And I love this idea of having this bunch of misfits, this bunch of people that probably, if Tyler had been able to choose who he wanted for his team, he wouldn't have chosen these people. But ultimately, they create this sort of family, this sort of community between them that's amazing. And I love how they all fit together and how we began to know even more about those characters. And I have to say that one of the things that I love best about these books, it's that I love the characters that we are going to find here. We are going to find Cal again. He is trying to define himself not by his past, not by what his father wanted him to be, but what he wants himself to be. He's trying to choose his best version. He's trying to love Aurora. He's trying to protect her, love her, nurture her, and give her the space of being who she really is. And I love that he loves her in this way, that he doesn't smother her, but allows her growth and the ability of being her own person. And he doesn't think that he's less because she's more, but you know what I mean? It's like such an amazing love. It's amazing. And I love that we have Finian, as I say in the first book, I love that we have a character that has disabilities, because as a disabled person myself, I love to have this kind of representation, and I love the way in which it's treated in the book. He knows he has this disability, people around him know, because it's obvious, it's something physical, you can see it, you know that he struggles. But I love, there is one moment in the book in which Cal says that he knows that Finian lives every day in pain, and despite all of that, he just stands on his own feet and he keeps on fighting. And he says something about there is warriors, there is people who don't know about that will think that he's weak, that he's a cripple, but he is more brave than all of that people. And I love that idea, because it's real. These people, we people that spend all of our lives in pain, we are warriors. And I love this book for maybe telling us that we are warriors, because we need to hear that. But also I think that sometimes when you have a disability that's not visible, it's like, or people think that you are weak or something like that. So I love having this character who is so amazing, it's so quirky and it's so sarcastic. And I think that those are tools for survival that people that have to cope with certain things, you know, we develop. And I love having this character here. I love seeing Scarlet. She's so sexy, she's so voluptuous, she's amazing, and she's sexy, and she knows that she's powerful, and she knows how to use her own appearance, you know, just to further the things. And you can see that despite all of that, inside she is an amazing person. She's caring, she's loving, and I love that she has so many faces and that she's so smart. And I love that they have created a character that's so powerful, because she's a feminist and she's beautiful and she's gorgeous, and she shows you that you don't have to renounce to your feminine side in order to be a feminist, and much more. I love that character. I also love Tyler. He's so attractive, like his sister, and he's amazing, and he knows that he's a leader. And we are going to see that maybe sometimes he has difficulty because he knows that he's being given like impossible odds. He's lost cat. He has to keep everyone safe, and he has to save the world, and he has to help Aurora. And sometimes everything is too much. And I love how he is not perfect and he struggles, and you know, I love him as a character. He's amazing. He could be easily to hate because he was like Mr. Perfect in the first book, but even then he was so completely lovable. I mean, he's an amazing character. And Zilla, we are going to learn lots of things about Zilla in this book, and she's amazing and I love her, and she deserves all the best things. But I don't know if the authors are ready to give them the best things, because you know, there's lots of things of shit, sorry for the expression, going on in this book, and there were lots of moments in which there was like, they cannot do that, they did that, and you think that you're going to be able to survive the book, because from the very beginning there's lots of shit. Again, sorry for the expression, there's all sort of things going on, and it looks like our heroes are going to suffer a lot. And you are thinking, after all of this that has happened, it cannot get worse, and it gets worse. And you are thinking, okay, it's not going to end worse, and it does. And as I said at the beginning of the review, this book kind of destroyed me. It's an amazing book. I love it to bits. The narration, it's so good. The world building keeps on expanding. We're going to know more factions and more sides of the world, and we're going to need to know more about the people who are giving Aurora their powers, and we are going to know more about conflicts, and we are going to know a lot more about world building. And as I say, the rim of the book is amazing. There's going to be new characters that fit so powerfully in the book, and then we are going to go to the last page, and we're going to be left hanging there for our lives. And yeah, I need the third book, and I have to say, if you like Kristoff, or if you like Amie Kaufman, and if you like a sci-fi and you like kind of dystopic, futuristic, space opera kind of books, these ones are amazing. And if you like a book that's character driven, where characters are amazingly fleshed out, just pick this series because you're going to love it. So yeah, and at the same time it's going to destroy you, but in a good way, and you're going to love it. So thank you for watching, bye!